If you didn't already know, Black Friday is a scam. Let me show you how I know. I'm going to a Sex and the City themed party tonight. So I bought these shoes from 9 West last week. So cute, right? I bought them for $49.99 last week. Here's that picture. Here's that screenshot. Today, it's a long story, but I'm having some issues with the shipping. And so I go back on the website to find out what's going on, try to find the tracking, whatever. My husband goes, oh, what kind of shoes did you order? So I go to find the shoes to show him. Look how much they are. Look at how much they have marked them up. It says they're originally $95. Now they've marked them down. But if you use this Black Friday code, they're 50% off. So that just means that they are exactly what they were to begin with, right? So it's not a discount at all.
Yeah, and that's pure price manipulation. If we're looking at this right, there could also be a bug within the website to where it's not presenting the information correctly. But you're seeing across the board where a lot of people are, canceling Black Fridays this year because of its insane price increases across the board. Because this has been going on for a long time now. Like, I'm not going to come on here and act like this is anything brand new. Like, companies have just started doing this. But now I think what we're seeing is a lot of people just coming out and saying like, hey, I'm not doing it this year because this is just a complete waste of money. But even as we see this one, right? So we're seeing that she paid $49.99, right? She paid $50 for this item, which could have already been, what she paid on this one here, which they're just presenting it in a different way. I could be completely wrong, right? I'm not there. I don't work at 9 West. I have no idea. And I'm not trying to, send any crazy heat their way. I'm just trying to get the benefit of the doubt. But shout out to the creator. Her name is Courtney Hayes. I'm going to link the video in the description below. But it's not just that company. It's so many other companies that people are just like, hey, we're not doing this year.
Friday is so fake. Here's a screenshot from November 8th when I wanted to buy this washer dryer set for $1,400. I go to the website today and the Black Friday deal now puts the thing at $1,606. Yeah, cap. It was cheaper before Black Friday, actually. Not even that they raised the price just to lower it. It was $624.99. I was saving $185. But now it's, yeah.
Absolutely. And guys, this is, like I said, this has been going on for so long because even when I worked at Target, if you guys didn't know, I worked at Target for almost a decade. Majority of the deals that you saw on Black Friday, you had a few here and there where they were cheaper on the actual holiday. But as a whole, they were deals that you saw completely throughout the entire year. But this is insane to see what Best Buy just did. They just raised the price to make it seem like it's such a better deal. But in actuality, it's not a better deal, right? Like it's just, they just slapped the Black Friday label on it to grab some more attention to the deal. Like I said, they go on all year. This is nothing new that consumers are seeing. However, I think what we're seeing across the board is so many people are getting crushed by the economy. So many people are already seeing higher prices within grocery, higher prices within rent bills, with higher prices within, car expenses and maintenance bills and utilities and all these different things, right? People are seeing higher costs across the board. So now they are canceling things like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday.
I'm sure y'all know we are not shopping at big box stores on Black Friday, or hopefully ever. And hopefully you also know there is a massive boycott push coming from We Ain't Buying It. Their priority targets are Amazon, Target, and Home Depot because of their support for the Trump administration, assistance in ICE disappearances, rejection of DEI. And while a multi-day boycott of these retailers is super important and impactful, the best thing we can be doing with this time is permanently shifting our spending habits. That's right, we're going to talk about shopping local. It often feels like pushing back against the Trump administration is an unbelievably difficult and sacrificial task, and there are parts of it that are definitely hard, but there are also a lot of things where if we all did them, the horrible engine would come screeching to a halt, and doing them can actually be really fun and joyful. And one of those things is shifting your dollars away from giant corporations that are supporting the Trump administration and shopping local. Watch out, I'm doing the thing. I'm going to read the Kurt Vonnegut quote about buying an envelope. My guy. I've definitely read this before, but this is a quote that Kurt Vonnegut gave to a journalist where he was talking about a conversation with his wife about going out to buy an envelope. Oh, she says, well, you're not a poor man. Why don't you go online and buy 100 envelopes and put them in the closet? And so I pretend not to hear her and go out and get an envelope because I'm going to have a hell of a good time in the process of buying one envelope. I meet a lot of people and see some great looking babies.
Yeah, shout out to the creator. She's just reading out a quote. But listen, by all means, I'm not reporting and I'm not bringing you guys and telling you to go out and boycott all these big box companies, all these corporations. That's not what I'm promoting, right? I'm not saying that because that would be catastrophic to the economy if nobody went out and bought anything. That's not what I'm doing. And please do not pin me as the guy that's leading the boycott. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just showing you that people are going out and doing these different things. I'm just bringing you the news as to what is going on, and people are fed up across the board.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this fucking country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes. And they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's gonna let their fucking ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. Everybody gonna be so fucking short-sighted and ready to just spend some motherfucking money. I don't give a... After the fucking year we've had, we have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them. We have no fucking business. We have no fucking business pouring millions and billions of dollars into toy industries that don't give a fuck about our kids.
And even to put this into perspective, majority of companies like Target, your Walmarts, and even some companies like Costco, right? Like majority of them, well, the Costco probably is at a different extent, right? But they get a lot of their business, probably even a quarter, or even not even a half. I would say probably like between 25 to 40% of their business during the fourth quarter of the year. It is a huge scale in terms of sales on the entire year, and specifically within months of November and December, because y'all know Q4 starts within October and it ends in January, right? In terms of fiscal time, but as a whole, yeah, they bank on these months. These months right here are the money makers for a lot of these companies, and this is the biggest time where they determine how great a year is. And if people decide that they're not going to go out and shop and buy different things, then yeah, you're going to see companies start to fall apart in many different cases.
We have no business making cheap foreign clothes producers uber rich. Like, we don't have no fucking business pouring large amounts of money into this economy. We about to, in the next month, kill millions of turkeys and chop down millions of fucking trees in the United States. We don't got we got the environmental capacity to just be chopping down trees. like we just got it like that. Like, we don't have no fucking business, and nobody should have to say. Nobody, you shouldn't wait for somebody to call for a boy.
No, I'm not telling you guys to not go out and buy different things, right? I'm not saying, oh, don't have Christmas and don't buy toys and don't buy gifts for your kids and all this. It's not that, guys. That's not realistic, right? And I'm nothing against the creator. Shout out to the creator. I'm actually going to link her video in the description below because I think she has a good point of view on the different things, right? But I think people, if I had to say anything about this whole situation, avoid consumerism, right? Like, avoid going out and just buying all these different gifts and going into credit card debt and going into and pretty much ruining your financial situation just to go out and buy Christmas, right? And even if you decide that you want to cancel Christmas gifts as a whole, if you enjoy doing Christmas, if you enjoy, Thanksgiving, if you enjoy even just going out and buying different things on Black Friday, continue doing those things. Just do it at a minimum to where it fits within your budget, right? But if you got the money, by all means, have fun, ball out, whatever the case is. But I see this and people are talking about a boycott, don't spend it. Guys, that honestly, when people do that, it only just delays the problem. When you see people go out and boycott, because as soon as the boycott over, you see so many people flood in and go out and, buy the different things regardless of, oh, the boycott's over, I still need to get Christmas gifts, right? You see that? It doesn't work, right? I'm just saying across the board, you gotta do what makes sense for yourself and your family. That's all I'm saying.
So interesting to work in retail management right now because, as you know, this is our most popular time of the season. Okay, November, December is when most corporations do 25% of their business for the year. Okay, it's a big deal in November and December for retailers. Okay, now when I tell you that these corporate retail people have got to be living under Patrick Starr's rock. okay? Because these motherfuckers will look you dead in the fucking face and be like, why are sales down? Like, is it your team? Do we not know how to customer service? Do we not know how to sell product? And I have to look at them dead in their fucking soul and ask them if they have been watching the news. There's no fucking way that y'all don't realize America is in a whole ass recession right now. There's no fucking way. You get paid more than $100,000 a year to be a part of corporate retail America, and you can't read the fucking room. SNAP benefits got cut. People can't afford fucking food in America right now. What makes you believe they can afford a $70 hoodie? I saw a pair of sweats at Goodwill the other day that was $40 at Goodwill. And y'all don't see a problem here? Like, retail America, like, it always baffles me in a sense where, like, there could be the most inhumane shit going on around you and you will still have somebody from corporate be like, why are people struggling? Why are your associates so depressed and sad?
Yep, and that, like I said, it's always been that, right? Like the customers and retail, and even the higher ups, the corporate, when they come in, they don't care. Like the biggest thing that they want to know is, are y'all still pushing and are y'all still trying to get the sales in, right? Like it doesn't matter. They see what's going on into the world, but they don't want to allow that to be a crutch or allow that to be an excuse for people at the store level to not work as hard as they need to, because at the end of the day, they just still want to make the money. If they know that food stamps got cut, they know that people are struggling for Nick. They know these things. It's not like they don't know. They just want you to continue to work. That is completely all it is. But this is what's going on right now within America. Let me know in the comment section. Are you shopping on Black Friday?